Groups are an easy way to organize and maintain the needs of your clients and are the foundation for creating an automation solution to service your clients. They manage and maintain many ConnectWise Automate features deployed to automatically join group members. In this lesson, you will learn how to utilize the group structure, select the group type, configure master group classification, and complete group creation. The Control Center Browse menu defaults to the Client tab. Click on the Groups tab to view the groups. Notice the organizational structure of the groups, which are arranged in a parent-child relationship. This is important to remember when creating your groups. Before choosing to create a new group, it is important to know that certain group attributes are passed down from the parent group to all child groups. Items such as group type, template, scripts, and monitors are passed down to any subgroups. So it is important to know if you want to pass these items or create a new parent group to set these items exclusively for the new group. It is also a recommended practice to create a custom group at the parent level to store groups that are specific to your system. In the Control Center, click on Plus New and select Group to begin creating a new group. Select the location of the new group in the Create Group window. The existing group folders can be expanded to drill down to the desired location, and the search field can be utilized to search for folder names. To create a new parent group, select Groups at the top of the list. Click Next to proceed creating the new group. After clicking Next, the group screen loads to continue configuring the attributes of the group. Before hitting the Create button, you need to start by entering a name for this group. Choose a name that is intuitive and signifies what the group is used for. Is this statement true or false? Child groups inherit certain attributes from the parent group. The next item that needs to be identified is the type of the group. Remember that the type can only be defined at the parent level. If you created a group as a child of another group, it inherits the type and cannot be modified. Once you have identified the type you need, select it from the type dropdown. Monitoring, automation, and template types are for future development, and there is no additional functionality currently. Click the buttons to learn more about each group type. Original type does not limit the application of rules to the group. All default groups packaged with Automate will have the group type original. These can be changed to any group type. Permissions type limits the security to certain groups, allowing access to other groups without granting full access. Only groups with the type permissions and original will be used to locate computers the user has access to. If a user is assigned to a specific client in the User Configuration, Groups and Clients tab, and that client is not assigned to an original or permissions group, the user will not have access to that client. If a user has access to 4 groups and only one group is a permissions group, then the user will only be able to see the computers in this one group. This feature is especially useful if you have a large team of technicians that need to be able to see all groups but only need access to computers in certain groups. Exclusion groups allow you to create exclusions to limit users from specific computers. Regardless of the settings set on the Groups and Clients tab of the user configuration, if the user is a member of an exclusion group, then all computers in that group will be denied to that user. For example, if the technician John Doe has been given access to the group All Agents, this gives him access to every computer in Automate. However, if there are select computers that you do not want John Doe to have access to, you can create a new group, for example, Boss's Laptop, and give it a group type of exclusion. Then include John Doe in this exclusion group. Exclusion groups do not affect super admins. Patching groups allow you to limit the groups that appear in the patch manager. By utilizing the patching type, only this group and groups with the original type will be displayed in the patch manager. Organizational types allow you to organize your group. For example, in the initial installation or upgrade of Automate, all groups will be set to original, and all original and all patching groups will be displayed in the patch manager, making the patch manager more time-consuming to navigate. You can change the original groups to organizational and only have the patching groups display in the patch manager. Monitoring, automation, and template types are for future development, and there is no additional functionality currently. Another item to be set is the master group classification. The master group checkbox controls group membership when a member gets added to a group when it already exists in another group. When you hover over the master group checkbox, it will define the options for this field. It is a recommended practice to set all groups as a grade master, so all groups can be controlled by the search associated to it and not by the master group classification. Once you've selected master group classification, you can proceed to click Create to add the group. The group can be opened from the Browse list to further configure the group, such as select an auto-join search, schedule scripts, deploy monitors, etc. Click the buttons to learn more about each master group classification. Non-master. If unchecked, it means it is not a master group. Members can be removed from this group when the member joins a master group. Master. When selected, it sets the group to be a master group. A master group will remove the member from all other non-master groups when the member is joined to the master. Grade master. When selected to be a grade master group members will not be removed from the group when the member joins a master group. Which attribute controls group membership when an agent already belongs to another group? Let's take a minute to go over some of the important concepts covered in this lesson. You should understand how to create a group, utilize the group structure, set a proper group type, and set the correct master group classification. Do you feel comfortable with the material covered in this lesson? If you do, click yes below to advance to the final knowledge check and complete the lesson. Click no if you'd like to provide us feedback on how we can improve the lesson, and be sure to complete the final knowledge check.